This YCN segment is brought to you by Bubba's Bar and Grill on Lake Sunapee in Newberry Harbor.
Welcome to the YCN Game of the Week. This week, YCN travels to Middlebury, Vermont as the Middlebury Tigers host the St. Johnsbury Hilltoppers in a Division I football showdown. YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Ramonto's in Claremont, always fresh, always delicious. HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialists. La Valley Building Supply, home improvement and construction from concept to completion. And by Top Stitch Embroidery, the best for your team and so much more.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Stout. I'll be joined shortly by Andrew Zerhide. Welcome to the YCN Game of the Week tonight. The St. Johnsbury Hilltoppers, Middlebury Tigers in a Division I matchup. Two teams coming out of their playoffs last year. St. Johnsbury lost in the finals to Hartford. They avenged that loss at the beginning of this year over Hartford, and then last week Middlebury loses to Hartford. So let's take a look at a couple of these teams. Andrew, a couple of the players from these teams. First, let's go to the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, so for the Hilltoppers, we're going to be keeping an eye on number 2, Jacob Cady, the quarterback. He's a junior, and number 25, Matt Roy. He's a running back. Look for them to be really running the offense tonight.
And for the Middlebury Tigers, who should we be looking at tonight?
Yeah, so for the Tigers, we're going to be keeping an eye on number 3, Cody Pominville, the quarterback, senior, and 30, Lane Sheldrick, also a running back, and he's a senior as well. So we got a couple seniors really leading this team here tonight. It should be an offensive showdown.
All right, it's an exciting Division I matchup between the St. Johnsbury Hilltoppers, Middlebury Tigers. YCN Game of the Week. It's next.
This YCN segment is brought to you by Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer.
Welcome back, and welcome to our Facebook audience, YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout joined by Andrew Zerhide, and we are here in Middlebury, Vermont for Division I matchup between the Hilltoppers of St. Johnsbury and the Tigers of Middlebury. And Andrew, as we talked about on the YCN broadcast just for our Facebook audience, St. Johnsbury coming in 2-0, Middlebury 1-1, and a couple of teams who are looking to get back to the playoffs again this year. Kick is deep and fielded inside the 10-yard line by St. Johnsbury, and they are wrapped up immediately, not even getting back to the 15-yard line. So a great kickoff coverage for the Tigers in the early going.
On their 11.
Tune in every week for YCN Sports Talk, focusing on our region's college and professional sports with the Salt Hill Pub NFL Picks of the Week and YCN Sports Wrap of high school varsity sports. They can be seen on Sunday at 2 p.m. and 2:30 p.m. Check your local listings for other air times.
So St. Johnsbury will start with the ball in the shotgun. Jacob Cady, and he kicks it out right, complete
Cady's pass is
to
complete,
just about the line of scrimmage. That completion was to
Smith on the reception.
number 43, Renwick Smith.
Fisher on the stop for Middlebury.
Nice job by Smith
Gain of
catching that
3
ball.
on the
There was a
play,
defender on his
2nd and
back,
7.
but he was able to haul it in for a short gain, but still gained about 4 yards.
This one goes out to the other side, complete to Shane Alaricchio.
Alercio with the reception.
Alercio with
Pominville on the tackle, but not
nice
before the
gain
first
there
down.
and gets the first down.
1st and 10 with the ball up on the 31.
St. Johnsbury, as we said, 2-0 in this game. Last week they defeated Essex 30-8, and week 1 beat the defending champs Hartford 22-19, who they lost to in the playoffs last year. Here's Cady rolling out to his right, looking, he fires, tipped away and intercepted. Tipped and intercepted, I believe that was number 39
Lane Sheldrick
for the Tigers.
The interception for Middlebury.
What a nice job by the Middlebury defense there.
Middlebury's
Looked like that ball was kind of floating in the air for a while.
On the Hilltoppers 41.
Number 39, Cooper Bullock on the interception, and Middlebury will now take over on their own 41-yard line after the interception, and you can't really blame Cady on that one. That one was tipped, and good awareness there. Handoff, but actually was kept by the quarterback and then pitches it to the second man.
Sheldrick gains a couple.
Number 30, Sheldrick,
On the stop.
gains a couple of yards.
Ball on the 39, where it's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a tricky play there. Nice job by the quarterback concealing that ball. Passing it off to Sheldrick. Did gain a few yards on the play.
So under center for the Tigers, Palmanville.
Touchdown before the snap.
And Palmanville won't get that one off, as it is a false start penalty on the Tigers. Move them back 5 yards and
False start against
bring
Middlebury.
up about
5-yard
2nd
penalty,
and
puts the ball
13.
Back on the 44.
If you are interested in
Where it's 2nd and
advertising on any
14.
of YCN's programs, Outside Television and Heroes and Icons networks, or might want your local event, parade, or concert televised, contact us at info@ycnnow.com.
So brings up 2nd and 14. Man goes in motion, handoff there to Sheldrick, and he's off the right side,
Sheldrick, the ball carrier,
almost
gets
back
up
to the original line of
41.
scrimmage,
Holbrook on
where
the
he's
stop.
tackled, and it'll bring up
Gonna bring
3rd
up
down
a
and long.
3rd and 11.
Yeah, well, that flag there definitely hurt Tigers now.
Yeah, good defensive effort there to
Right.
get the ball back, but not able to do anything with it on the first 2 plays. See what they can come out with. You'd think they might start throwing here on 3rd and long, and it's Palmanville under center. Man goes in motion, that's Deering. Palmanville keeps it, he's looking deep. Doesn't really have a man, throws it up into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Did he stay in bounds?
Palmerville's pass is intercepted.
And he did stay in bounds. Interception number 7,
Palmieri comes
Hunter
up with the interception
Palmieri.
for the Hilltoppers. Their ball,
Wow, well,
1st and 10 from the 5.
Tigers quarterback Palmanville was definitely feeling the pressure, and he didn't have to throw that ball. Probably should have just tossed it out of bounds, just kind of tossed it up high in the air. Looked like an easy interception for Palmieri. 2 interceptions here early on. Possessions going back and forth.
Yeah, both trading turnovers. Interceptions. Yeah, I mean, I guess that was just like as good as a punt. That was 3rd and long.
Right,
And
yeah,
you,
true.
you get incompletion there, you got to punt it anyway. So you could look at it like that. And the first
Roy,
first
the
play
ball
there,
carrier.
off tackle, Matthew Roy, he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Not much else, so
Company
that'll
comes
bring
up
up
with the
2nd
third.
down and maybe got a yard.
Company
2nd
comes up
and
with a
9.
stop. Little gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down and 9 here for the Hilltoppers. Keep it on the ground again. This one goes up the middle, and that one goes for a handful of
Roy
yards.
again, the ball carrier.
And that one will be number 25, Matthew Roy
Aaron
again.
Company on the stop. Brings up a 3rd and 4.
So 3rd and 4 here as we are
Ball on the 13.
exchange of interceptions in the first 2 possessions, and now St. Johnsbury will try and convert 3rd down here. They did pick up a 1st down on their last drive. Shotgun snap. Quarterback keeper, and Palmanville gets
Katie on
enough.
the keeper.
Excuse me,
has the
Katie.
1st down
Jacob
for the
Katie.
Hilltoppers. Hutton on the stop. 1st and 10 with the ball on
Nice
the
job by Katie there, navigating through the
17.
hole. Not trying to make a big play, just trying to get the 1st down. It's a smart move.
So 1st and 10. Ball on the 17-yard line. Katie in the backfield. Man goes in motion. He hands it off to the man in motion. Runs into a couple blockers. And then he's wrapped up.
Rankin, the ball carrier.
Number 80, Jasper Rankin. He is wrapped up there just at maybe
Devlin
the
on
line of
stop.
scrimmage. Maybe gained a half a yard, but either way brings up 2nd
Coming
down.
Up a 2nd and 10. No
And
gain
10.
on the play.
Yeah, Rankin there looking for a hole that really wasn't there, kind of taking too much time in the backfield. Nice job by the Tiger defense applying pressure.
So Katie in the shotgun. He throws deep, has a
Ooh.
man, and it is complete at the sticks.
Rankin on the completion.
That was Rankin
Complete
again.
pass.
This time he looks like he may have gotten to the 1st down marker.
Gentleman
We'll
on the
see
stop for
where they
Middlebury
mark it.
as they check out the measurement.
Nice toss by Katie there, nice strong throw, good spiral.
Roll the 1st
Good
down.
catch by
1st and
Rankin as
10.
well.
with the ball on
Looks
the
like they did get the first down.
28-yard line.
So a nice pass completion there by the junior quarterback, Jacob Cady. And here he goes here in the shotgun again. A quick out. This one into the left side on the flats. Completed to number 8, Shane Alercio.
Alercio on the completion.
Alercio.
Pominville on the tackle.
Nice shot by the
Ball's
lead
gonna be
blocker
spotted
there,
on the
Renwick
34.
Smith. If he doesn't make a block,
Where it's going to be
that play doesn't
second
go
and
for
4.
very many yards. And it's the second time we've seen the Hilltoppers kind of toss the ball immediately to the left side and apply a block. It's been a pretty successful play. Looks like they picked up about 7.
Yeah, now they're starting to open it up a little bit after a little bit of a conservative start. And there we go again. That one's to Rankin again, and early going here. We know
Pass complete
that
to
Jasper Rankin is
Sheldrake on the tackle.
Jacob Cady's
Hilltoppers
favorite
in the
target
Middlebury
most
territory.
times.
Going to be 1st and 10 with the ball on the 48.
So 1st and 10 from across midfield to about 48-yard line. Trying to get some momentum and start a drive here. Cady looking deep, and he has a man wide open, just a little overthrown
Cady's
to
pass
Renwick
goes
Smith.
incomplete.
But it looked like
And
Smith
then
maybe
it's
could have caught
Smith
that
going
one.
up second
Yeah, I
and
think
10.
Smith kind of didn't exactly react right away to that ball. He didn't get his feet in a good position to make a play. Just kind of watched it, and before he knew it, it was over his head. I think the quarterback expected him to move forward a little bit as he threw, but he just kind of stayed put. And we're looking at 2nd down.
A little movement up front, and that's going to be offsides.
Flags down
So that'll be a
before the snap.
5-yard offside penalty. 5 yards closer for the Hilltoppers as we are here in the first quarter. Only 6:20 to go here in this first quarter, and the first time either team has sustained a drive.
Ball spotted on the 43,
Hilltoppers
where
open
it'll
the
be 2nd and 5.
game, throwing the interception on their first drive, and then Middlebury Tigers return the gift. They throw an interception. Here's Cady taking the snap directly and running off to the right side. And he's
Cady on a
tackled.
keeper.
I guess it
Fisher
looks
on
like
the
they're going to
stop,
say
but
he was
there's a
out of
flag
bounds and maybe it was a late hit or he went low, but immediately when he tackled Cady, they threw the flag.
Yeah, it definitely didn't look like the Tigers defender was trying to slam him down, but maybe the ref saw something we didn't.
And as a runner, he doesn't get afforded the same protection as if he was in the pocket, so the low tackle doesn't seem to be a problem. We'll see the refs kind of talking it over right now.
The YCN scoreboard sponsor is La Valley Building Supply and Middleton Building Supply. Home improvement and construction from concept to completion. Thank them for their longtime support of YCN sports.
End of the run, repeat it down.
So it'll be
10-yard
a
penalty, put the ball
10-yard
back
holding
in
penalty on the
St. Johnsbury's
Hilltoppers.
territory on their 48.
That definitely
where it's
hurts
gonna be
this
2nd and
drive.
14.
St. Johnsbury was doing a nice job of getting a lot of good positive yard plays.
Snap in the shotgun to Cady. He gets it to the
Oh.
open fullback,
Oh.
and he avoids a couple tackles. Has one guy he wants to beat, pushes him to the ground, but then he stumbles down. That's number 45, Nick Guckin, on the
Duncan on the
long
reception. but
reception.
there's a flag down.
Yeah, and there was another nice block there by Renwick Smith.
Holding
Oh,
the call.
and that hurts.
I don't know if they had a holding or a block in the back, but
Penalty against St.
illegal
Johnsbury, flag around
action of
40.
some sort by St. Johnsbury. And so now another big game, what looked like it would have set the Hilltoppers up nicely,
Block in
is
the
called
back.
back.
On the offense, 10 yards, ball the foul, repeat it down.
So block in the back is the call.
10-yard
And
penalty
that'll
puts
bring
the ball
up
on the midfield.
Second
where
and
it's gonna be
about
2nd and
12. Well, quite the interesting game here. The first two games of the week that we've done, there's been a couple quick scores. In the first opening game, Newport returning the opening kickoff back for a touchdown. In last game, both Both teams scoring on their opening possessions pretty quickly as Katie is flushed out of the pocket.
Oh.
The ball's tipped as he threw it into traffic, and it's incomplete. They'll bring up third and long.
Cooper Bullock almost made an interception on that play.
Going to bring up a 3rd and 12 from midfield.
It's kind of not the best throw by Katie there, but it was tipped. And this will bring up about 3rd and 12.
So 3rd and 12 for the Hilltoppers.
And flags have really hurt St. Johnsbury earlier on here.
Yeah, they've had some nice plays. They've kind of started to open it up as Katie is taking some nice chances, and he's going to take another one. Throws deep down the sidelines, and it's just over the head of Alercio, and it's incomplete. 4th down.
Going to bring up a 4th and 12 from midfield.
And I believe that was Sheldrick who defended that pass. Nice job by him.
So 4th and 12, I'd imagine you'd see the punting unit out there, and this one looks like it will be Katie in the shotgun, but he's going to punt it away this time. A good punt. He'll see what type of bounce it takes, and that doesn't really stop at all. That takes a good bounce if you're the Tigers. So Middlebury will take over at the 20 when we come back. No score yet. 4:21 to go. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by Harris Family Furniture in Plymouth, Laconia, and Chichester.
Welcome back. YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide. 4:21 to go here in the first quarter. Fakes the handoff to the first man and kicks it outside to number 30, Sheldrick, who cuts it around the corner, and he gets a nice
on the 38.
15, 18-yard gain. We'll see where they spot it, but there will be a first down for the Tigers.
On the 38,
and Palmieri really looked like he saved a touchdown right there. Nice job by Sheldrick. We can see his explosive speed. Tigers really need to get him going if they want to score some points. And yeah, like you said, Jeremy, no points early on in this game. Not like the last 2 weeks. It's definitely been a defensive effort.
Couple interceptions. Punt on the last possession for the Hilltoppers, and now the second possession for the Tigers. Handoff goes to number 2, Paul Deering, and he doesn't really get much, maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
Roy on the stop.
Hey, local sports fans, 94.5 ESPN's Franklin and House Sports Talk Show can be seen on YCN's WYCX Outside Television at 5 p.m. every weekday. Tune in daily and get up to date on what's happening in sports.
So Pullmanville under center. Man in motion, the handoff, no, he keeps it. He's going to go off to the right, keep it himself. Nice fake out there. He definitely had one guy fooled. And Pullmanville keeps it, and he's all the way up to the 42-yard line, 44-yard line of the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, nice move by Pullmanville. He really sold that one. St. Johnsbury defense really bought into that, and nice job by Pullmanville. Getting a good play, trying to get this Middlebury offense rolling.
Sean Guckin was the one, number 34, for the Hilltoppers, who was basically caught in no man's land, didn't know which way to go. He got his feet in cement. This time the handoff will be completed.
Fisher on the carry.
Goes to number 11, Simon Fisher. He dives forward for a few yards and
39.
Bring up.
Or it's going to bring up a second
down and about 4. So a no-huddle offense for the Tigers. They all look at the sideline, get the play from the coach, and then get to the line and snap it and get it moving. Palmanville under center, fakes the 2 handoffs, then he'll roll out to the left. He's going to keep it himself. He has plenty of room around the corner, and he scampers out of bounds for a first down inside the 20-yard line.
Nice play by Palmanville.
For the Tigers.
Definitely a nice mobile quarterback, has some speed. A nice job by his blockers, too. He couldn't do it himself, and the Tigers really made a number of nice blocks here tonight.
Drawing will be at halftime.
The Tigers are threatening to put some points on the board first.
Well, we saw both teams conservative and then struggle a little bit on their opening drives, but on their second drives, both teams have really opened it up. Flag in the backfield. Fisher gets the carry, but it's going to be illegal motion.
Illegal motion against Middlebury.
Yeah, somebody on the Tigers looked like they kind of jumped, or there's something going on before the snap. Easy flag for the ref there.
So that'll be replay of first down. First and 15, I believe it will be a 5-yard penalty when they march it off.
Today's telecast is being brought to you in part by Top Stitch Embroidery, the best for your team and so much more. All YCN games are now on Facebook Live at YCN News.
15 for the Tigers. Ball on the 24.
So first and 15. Bowmanville under center. Man in motion. Keeps it himself. He pitches it to the outside. One tackler is eluded by Simon Fisher, and the other one gets to him, so only gains a few yards there, and they're going to go back to that play. That's their bread and butter, really, Bowmanville. That little option.
Yep. Yeah, and
brings up a
St. Johnsbury, you never really can tell where he's going to go, and I think right there he made the right call. If he kept it himself, it looked like he was going to get tackled for a loss. So some good decision-making early on by Bowmanville.
So gains a couple yards. That'll bring up second down and 13. Bowmanville under center again. Fisher in motion. Snap is fumbled, but falls on it.
Recovered by Middlebury.
Tyler Hutt,
comes up
the
with the ball.
fullback, dives right on it. So a little too quick there. Bowmanville has had some nice plays. He's handed the ball off nicely, but a little excited there and fumbles the ball. But luckily for him, his fullback is there to dive on it. Third down and maybe 14, 15 yards.
Yeah, and flags have really been the killer here early on. Both offenses have been able to move the ball pretty well, but they've just been stalled with a big flag that's knocked them back too far.
Bowmanville keeps it this time. He rolls out to his left. Now looking down the field, he might have to run, pointing out some defenders.
Yeah,
and he is going to be dragged down. And then it fumbles the ball. And it is going to be Hilltopper football. Bowmanville tried to do too much. You could hear players and teammates screaming to just go down. And he doesn't. It's a fumble. Refs talking it over, but I think that's going to be Hilltopper football.
Yeah, Bowmanville. I was just saying he's made some great decisions early on tonight.
The refs are having a discussion.
Clock was continuing to run there after the play, so they'll put some more time on the clock, but we'll take a break. No score in the first quarter. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist.
Welcome back, YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide. Welcome back to our Facebook Live audience as well, and we have the ruling from the referee. This might be one of the more strange calls I have ever seen in football. It was an incomplete pass. So they ruled it an incomplete pass
and called
it a intentional grounding. So then we had a loss of down, so it'll still be Middlebury ball, but obviously it'll be, I believe it'll be fourth and really long. But
yeah.
I don't know, I've looked at this replay and we're looking at it right now. It does not look to me like it is an incomplete pass.
Yeah, it didn't seem like the quarterback had his hand back and was going forward with a throw. It looked like the ball just got swatted out and immediately hit the ground. Strange call.
So fourth and long, the punt formation here. High snap, but corralled by punter number 89, Wyatt Cameron. He gets a nice deep kick. Looks like enough players are down there for the Tigers to stop that one down inside the 5-yard line. That's down nicely by the Tigers. So a few seconds left here in the first quarter. We'll keep it right here, and it looks like it will be unless we see some big play here, a scoreless first quarter to open this game.
Yeah, we saw those two early interceptions and now a punt from both sides. So yeah, it's really been a defensive effort so far, and flags have really knocked these offenses back when it looks like they've started to gain some ground.
So first and 10 for the Hilltoppers. Katie under in the shotgun. He keeps it. He runs it up the middle.
Gets up to the 5.
And he gains a little bit of yardage just to try and get out from the shadow of his own goalpost. So that will do it for the first quarter.
Tigers 0,
After one
Academy
here in
0.
Middlebury, Vermont, we have no
Again,
score
don't
between the
forget
St.
to get your
Johnsbury
50-50 raffle
Hilltoppers
tickets.
and the Middlebury Tigers.
Drawing
You're
will be
watching
at
the
halftime.
YCN Game of the Week.